What's up, everybody? Nope, I'm not in frame. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chaos. My name is vlad, the-tek, and today we are going to be reacting to some more Darian Quillay because Darian has actually blessed us with another video in season 2 of Vita Carnis, and this time it's called Revealed Progress. So this was actually pointed out to me last night during my live stream. Yes, I am wearing the exact same shirt I was wearing then because today's my day off, and I'm a dirty boy. Actually, I showered last night before putting this on. This is actually a clean shirt, so it should still be clean when you think about it. My hygiene's not important, but what is important is that there's a lot of you who watch my channel who aren't subscribed yet. What's wrong with you? I need you to support me in every way, shape, or form. If you like the video, subscribe, ring the bell notifications, and also consider becoming a channel member because all that stuff helps out. I've also been live streaming on the weekends here on YouTube. Been doing a lot of Dead by Daylight stuff. Yesterday, I was streaming as Ghostface, and I was taking a bunch of selfies. You could have been in a selfie with me. And yet, there you are, not subscribed. Jerk. Anyways, become one of my cult member, and let's get on to this video. Okay, we're doing more bugs.
Now only the most beautiful, only the most unique specimens will be moving forward.
Oh, those are cool.
There are
This guy
lots
again.
of fossils hidden on the earth, and plenty make their way into rivers and streams. You can look for them too.
Yeah, but there's a small problem with where to find fossils, and that is the fact that we don't exactly know where to look. I guess if you're attempting to do and try to find like something from a specific time period, you would just like find, you know, like one of those geological maps and just go to the place where that particular layer of Earth is actually exposed to the surface. There are actually some layers where you can see the entire geological record. Somebody who has a background in geology or something like that, please correct me if I'm wrong about that in the comments. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't know, like, it doesn't pertain to this video at all. I just wanted to throw that out there that I knew that. Okay, some more from C.A.R.C.U.S.
Audio log. Progress
snake.
report on the meat snake recreation project.
Okay.
From our previous report, the juvenile meat snake we selected was grown in a standard captivity cell until maturity.
I need to pause for a second. So it's kind of following the same exact pattern as the season 1 when they were doing the like little project thing, and it was like it went from the crawl to the trimmings to the meat snake. So if I had to guess, either in this video or the next one, right after we're done talking about the meat snake, we're going to be talking about mimics next, because I think that was the progression. It went crawl, trimmings, meat snake, mimic, host, harvester, monolith, and well, singularity was actually talked about first, so it's slightly different, but you know, I think it's still following that same pattern.
The specimen we had selected was now an acceptable size for the project to begin.
It looked like a giant shrimp. That is cool.
The specimen was moved into restraints. Twice a day, we fed it.
Some dumb restraints, man. It kind of looks like a sandworm from Beetlejuice. Like, if it had, like, no color, it would probably look exactly like a sandworm.
Making sure that it received the necessary materials like bones and organs to grow.
Okay, that's gross.
4 days into feeding, the specimen's mood mellowed out. The usual intimidation display was now a patient eagerness.
I mean, I feel the same way if I'm really hangry. I usually mellow out after somebody gives me something to eat. I'm just throwing that out there. So it's just like every other animal on Earth, I guess. And of course, it's going to be mellow. You're basically bringing food to it. What does it have? What? You're basically mom and dad at this point. Like, they don't have to do anything. It just has to sit around and get fat. That's all it has to do with its life right now. I'm being too critical about this video. It's supposed to be a horror film. Let's continue.
11 days into feeding, the specimen has slowed down immensely. It has also been occasionally rejecting food. It looks like we have been overwhelming it, not giving it enough time to properly digest and implement the material.
Interesting.
Feeding has been reduced to once a day, but with an increase of portion size.
So they're feeding it less, but like I wonder if they are feeding it the same amount of food overall. They're just feeding it once a day. I'm kind of curious. Well, I don't know why I'm curious about this, but it's not like that question's going to be answered anytime soon.
19 days into feeding, The meat snake has almost shut down entirely. It no longer reacts to external factors. It still accepts food, but with assistance. A makeshift mechanism was made to help the feeding process. Favorable results have begun to show. The hue of the specimen's skin has been turning shades darker.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Also, this looks cruel, even though these are like horrifying monsters. Like, the monsters have rights too, you know?
Sampling period seems to be approaching sooner than expected.
Sampling? What sampling?
Day 21 into feeding. The specimen has reached all the required criteria to begin sampling. We managed to obtain a skin patch intervention.
Okay, what was that little blurb? And also, how did you manage to obtain that? Hang on. Okay, wait. Ooh. What is this? Huh. Probably just a little blurb.
We began with cold resistance. The typical meat snake skin can hold its integrity up to negative 30 degrees Celsius.
That's pretty cold.
The specimen sample survived down to negative 100 degrees, even maintaining flexibility.
Yeah. There's no way anything... Yeah, that would be a breakthrough if you could find something like that. Like the amount of like materials that can withstand that cold temperatures. That'd be impressive. That's not going to happen in reality, though, just pointing that out.
Next, the heat resistance test. The sample was able to withstand impressive temperatures. We were only able to bring the temp up to 3,000 degrees Celsius before we had to bring in new equipment.
Firefighters are going to go fucking nuts. They need some of this stuff. I'm not going to lie.
The sample was able to withstand impressive temperatures. We were only able to bring the temp up to 3,000 degrees Celsius before we had to bring in new equipment.
Wait, hang on. I'm going to Google search a thing. So the temperature... Okay, so apparently the... Okay, fuck me, dude. So the temperature of lava can range anywhere between 13,000 to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. And I believe they said it was 3,000 degrees Celsius, right?
We were only able to bring the temp up to 3,000 degrees Celsius before...
3,000 degrees Celsius. That's about 5,432 degrees Fahrenheit. So 3,000 degrees Celsius is hot enough to boil iron. Just some fun, cool science facts for you, I guess. The Earth's core reaches a temperature of about 5,377 degrees Celsius, which is damn near 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, about 9,700 degrees Fahrenheit, to be exact. So they just threw this thing into the core of the Earth just to see if it would burn, basically. Sorry, I had to go a little bit crazy with that one, because, like, I'm a nerd.
We used some welding equipment and determined that the sample's limit was capped at around 5,000 degrees Celsius.
Not hot enough to be thrown into the center of the Earth, but definitely hot enough to be thrown in a volcano. No! Well, there you go.
Sample testing was interrupted by a peculiar event with the specimen. Personnel during the routine feeding found that the meat snake had escaped its restraints.
I told you those were some shitty restraints, didn't I?
Personnel during the routine feeding found that the meat snake had escaped its restraints by performing mitosis.
Oh.
The two organisms were simply wandering the lab at the time. The project has been halted for now, and the two meat snakes have been moved back into their original enclosure.
Why'd you have to bring it out of the enclosure to feed it? Why didn't you just... I'm struggling to understand the process that these scientists are going through. I think it's more just for shock value of the video, but just to me, that makes no sense. Like, I'm not... not saying anything bad of Darian or anything like that. It's just like this one part of this entire story doesn't make sense. I like my fiction to be believable. Ooh. That's a bug. Or a cocoon.
You can make your own sieve at home. The mesh will catch large debris, allowing smaller things to pass through. But you can add more layers with different mesh to catch more things.
Oh. Okay. Oh, Curd looks... it's adorable.
Lovely contestants so far, but there can only be one winner. And this year's winner is... Patty!
Problem. You notice that looks suspiciously like the one mimic? And it's incredibly dangerous? This looks a lot like that one mimic that's incredibly dangerous.
Patty!
Wait, there was something there. Let's go back. Frame. Oh. I can't read that. I don't know how to read. Mimic! I told you.
This is my audio report for this month's progress, albeit a little bit late by a few months. Anyways, it's been a bit slow, but there have been some fascinating findings. I guess I'll start with the juveniles. Feisty fellas, already chock full of hunting instinct. Their hunting patterns are similar to other ambush predators.
Okay.
They will wait and then catch.
That's adorable. It looks... They will wait and then catch their prey with the element of surprise. They prefer to hunt prey smaller than themselves, stuff they can take down easily. But once they are older, they start getting a little cockier. That's because of all the testosterone, man. It's just like humans.
But they have the killing technique to back it up. They usually aim for the throat or neck to deliver a kill as fast as possible. But once they metamorphosize into their adult form, it's
ugly.
Harder to determine their patterns.
Oh, I think that was premature on that part.
The juveniles we do manage to get into their adult form don't last very long. They simply hide away, rejecting all food we provide.
The mimic doesn't want to be fed, it wants to hunt.
As it is well known, adults only eat human flesh. The adults we have all die to starvation. The best candidates for research are the ones we capture out in the wild. They last longer, most likely due to them already having food and nutrients in their systems. It's not something I dwell on too often. I am thankful for the ones they bring in for me. We got several adults, even a few humanoid ones.
That's terrifying.
We're able to understand a bit of how they work before they eventually whittle away.
Why do I feel like they're going to start feeding these things human flesh? Is anyone else getting that kind of feeling?
The hunting tactics of the adult forms changed drastically from their previous form. Hunting now takes much longer as they observe and watch their prey. They are very cautious, waiting for the best opportunity. They take advantage of anything they can to get an upper hand. Their most popular tactic nowadays is climbing inside of furniture. Freshly metamorphosed adults are roughly 160 centimeters in height, but can fold themselves tightly into small spaces. One was even found inside one of those old-fashioned mannequins. And older adults still fit exceptionally well in tight places.
It actually reminds me, there was like a serial killer who actually, like, before he actually started killing people, there were a couple of cases where he was like stalking, like, I can't remember if he was threatening his exes or stalking his exes. I think he was dating them at the time, but whatever. His girlfriends. And like to threaten them and attack them, he would actually hide inside of the couches. So this is actually kind of believable.
It's funny. We didn't even know they could do this until the late 70s. They weren't even called mimics then. They were called butchers. They changed it because its name better matched the description of characters in some kids' board game. Anyways, the hunting tactics beyond this are confusing to say the least. All depictions of their patterns have been wrong in one way or another. Ever since that public announcement in '86, they keep changing it. In reality, it is almost completely random. Each case in the wild is different, and it's hard to determine why in captivity. Plus, human testing is a no-go. Even though I volunteered myself, I feel so close to figuring it out.
That's the way he's talking about this. It doesn't sound healthy at all.
I feel so close to figuring it out. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. The next stages are even harder to... Wait, how long do these tapes have to be?
What? There's something wrong with that guy. Like mentally, there's something wrong with that guy. Something wrong with everyone who works for C.A.R.C.U.S. from now that I think about it. Buggies! That was adorable.
Look! this one would have fallen through our first sift. There are plenty of other fun things you can find as well.
Oh,
That's
no.
cool.
My sieve isn't working.
Looks like there's a hole in your mesh. Make sure your mesh isn't damaged, or else something might slip through.
Bit of foreshadowing there, I feel. Which is an incident within V1 involving a cleanup team in test chamber 1. V1. Oh.
Personnel room 21.
Oh.
Help! Help! Help!
What the f...
Help! Help! What happened? My leg's caught. It's bad. It's bad. I'm bleeding.
What do I do?
I can't reach.
What do I do?
Help me down, please. Please.
We need medical assistance in test chamber 1.
Did the crawl do that?
Stay calm. Help is on the way. Just try to stay
Damn
calm.
it. Oh, God.
All right, we're here. We're going to help you. Lower the ladder slowly. This is going to hurt. Okay, hold still. Ready? Now!
What's happening? What's happening?
What?
Get him out of here now! Get him out!
That was not good. Well, okay then. Roll credits. What the hell was that at the end? Alright, so somebody getting hurt around those things did something to it, and I'm not sure what it is. It is bringing up a lot of questions in my mind. Yeah. Freaking weird. Also, Darian was a medic. I just wanted to point that out. I don't know why I wanted to point that out, but I did want to point that out. I also love how Darian actually has a GamerSupps contract now. That's actually pretty cool. I like to see that he's making it finally. Can you stop putting that at the end of your videos? I know that's just a me thing, but like, yeah, it is just a me thing. Never mind. You know what? Keep doing you. Like, I don't care. But hey, whatever. To each his own. But yeah, this was awesome. Like, it was actually pretty good. Like, I like how like he's like showing this like story about like how scientists are trying to experiment and try to figure out, you know, all the different characteristics of these creatures, because like for the entire first season, like they were predominantly a mystery. We knew a little bit about them, but like not. There were like some more intricacies that were kind of missing, so to speak. And it's just insane, honestly. But overall, like I did say that one part with the meat snakes was kind of weird how they were doing it, but like overall, like I'm like that didn't really get in the way of like me not liking this video. But yeah, I still loved it. It was really good, and I can't wait to see the next one. I'm assuming we're gonna go over the Harvester and the Host next, which is gonna be awesome. And then I'm assuming the very last one, they're probably gonna. I guarantee as soon as you take those singularities to the monoliths, shit's gonna go down. I also want to shout out to my resident horror expert for making me aware that Darian already released this, and I actually just released it by chance. So yeah, thank you so much for that. If you have any recommendations for me to react to, you can also leave some recommendations in that little section on my Discord as well. That's actually where I got the idea to go through the Unsorted Horror collection and all that stuff from, what's his name? Mike Klubnika, I believe his name is, but it's pretty cool. So yeah, if you guys have any of your own recommendations, leave them there. If you're not subscribed, why haven't you subscribed yet? Have I not convinced you? Yeah, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, supports the channel a lot. It'll make you a Meme Cult member official, and you can also pay your tithe by becoming a channel member, or you can just, send an offering in the form of super thanks, and be sure to catch my live streams on Saturdays here on YouTube, although I might actually be moving that over to Twitch soon. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to show me some love down below by hitting the like button, and don't forget to check out the annotations for more videos. And I will see you in the next video.